Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Faces by Emmy here. I'm just coming on here to give you guys a life update, let you know how I've been going or how I've been doing during my postpartum journey, and just to do a mental health check-in while I create this beautiful look. So don't forget to subscribe and tune in. I gotta go get my baby. You guys, I just want to ball up and cry because today has not been easy. I've been very sleep deprived for the last couple weeks, months really, because even during my pregnancy, and it's already about 5 o'clock and I have yet to eat a meal yet. I'm fucking hungry. And my baby wouldn't stop crying. I finally got him down and I told my 4-year-old, she's up from the table. I tell her, okay, bring me your plate so we can put it in the sink. She's trying to do that, carrying her tablet, paying attention to her tablet. I don't even know why, because she knows we would tell her not to do this all the time. And then what happens? She falls down from a chair. She's also climbing on the chairs instead of just walking around the table, and fell down and spilled ketchup on the floor. And then she starts crying and I just literally just snapped. Oh God, because then my newborn woke up and started crying and I just want to eat. I just want to eat one meal today. Hey you guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my postpartum journey so far, mental health check-in, and while I'm doing my makeup. So today I'm going to be using the Violet Voss palette that came in my BoxyCharm this month. So anyways, this is just going to be like a basic look, kind of basic for me. It's going to have glitter in it too. But yeah, so let me get started. So I had a baby this year. This pregnancy definitely came as a surprise because I thought something was wrong with me because I was off birth control for 2 years and nothing was happening. And so I actually went to the doctor in January because I thought something was wrong, but they were like, come back in 6 months, track your ovulations and all that crap, and we'll see what happens from there. Well, surprise, surprise, I never had to go back because at the end of January, I found that I was pregnant. Now, I definitely felt blessed. It was, my husband wanted another child. This was going to be my last baby. And I didn't really want to wait any longer because my daughter was, she's already 4. And I didn't want them to be too far apart. And so, but we were going through I was going through a really hard chapter in my life a few months prior to that. It was dragging into this year, and I just kind of was questioning the timing of it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, which then made me feel like I wasn't going to be able to connect with this baby because I was feeling weird. I wanted this to be an easy pregnancy because I've never had one. The other 2 were difficult pregnancies for me, and this one was no different. With this one though, I did have to see high-risk doctors as well due to my anemia issues that I've had previously with my other pregnancies. I developed gestational diabetes in the last 2 months of pregnancy, which sucked because that's when you want to eat the freaking world, and I couldn't. And then I also went through COVID with my pregnancy. I was just starting my 3rd trimester, and then I developed pneumonia, so I had to be hospitalized for a week. That wasn't fun. So yeah, I went through a lot, and I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression some years back. I've gone on and off to therapy. Anxiety really gets to me really badly. I'm always a big worrier of a lot of things. I think about things that aren't even gonna happen yet, things that are gonna I can be thinking about something for next year and it's stressing me out already, right? And so I felt like I was going through that during my pregnancy as well, but I felt like it's because this pregnancy came as such a surprise, but also because I've gone through things with my last ones that I was having anxiety that something was going to be wrong with this baby, or, I wasn't going to make it to term, or that something was going to happen. I've had traumatic experiences with my other ones. So it was just, I was very worried. And so then that all disappeared the day he was born. Um, but I was actually really happy because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna have postpartum depression. And I was feeling great the first 2 weeks. Then came week 3 and everything just went upside down. I guess by that time I was already super sleep deprived. I was already not sleeping much during pregnancy, so it's like I guess my body was also recovering from the C-section. So I couldn't, it just was a lot, it was a lot going on. I was the one majority taking care of this baby throughout the night because my husband at the time was working 3rd shift. He helps a little now because he has a new job, so he works 1st shift. But it was just a lot for me. It was a hard transition from going from 2 to 3 kids. And then I was healing from a C-section. I was also dealing with like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom now. This was freaking me out a little bit. Oh, let me move my camera. It was freaking me out a little bit. And I didn't really know how to accept that because I used to be a single mom and I'm just used to having like everything put together. I know exactly what's happening. I'm planning everything. I have my own money and everything like that. I mean, I do have my own aesthetics business and I also have an online business, but I don't know. I was just feeling so weird because I just hate having to depend on other people. And, so I was going through that as well as, then I have a teenage son who's going through his own little phase. He's just turned into a teenager. I have a 4-year-old daughter who is I was like so attached to her throughout my whole pregnancy. And she was my baby, and then it's like now she's not, and now I feel like I'm spending less time because the baby's requiring so much attention and I'm tired now. And then I decided to, because I didn't want to feel like I was doing nothing, I was like, oh, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. I only have 1 year left to finish my bachelor's degree. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Why did I do that to myself? I'm that person. Like, I load up my plate, like, with so much crap, and then I'm so stressed out. That's just, I don't know why I'm like this, but I am. And so, yeah, so the postpartum started hitting really badly. I kept trying to push, the feelings away out of my head. And it wasn't so much like postpartum to the point where I was like, I do not want to be around my baby. I cannot connect with my baby. I actually was very connected with him. It was just to the point where I felt very insecure about myself. I was so exhausted. I felt alone. I felt like every little thing was so aggravating to me. And then it also made me feel like, why does my husband need to be dealing with somebody like this right now? He doesn't need to be with me. And then just a whole world went down, like spiraling. It was a lot. It was a lot. And people tell you, oh, it's gonna get better, you're gonna be fine. But at the time you don't believe them, because all that happens all day long is like going through all these thoughts in your head. And honestly, it didn't help all the health issues that I had gone through, and then also the healing process with the C-section. Apparently during my pregnancy, my upper abdomen muscles split, and then now I developed a ventral hernia that I've been dealing with. I just wanted to get back. I want to get back in the gym. Like I want to get in the gym because I feel like that's gonna help me with my anxiety, my mental health. And it's like now I have to kind of limit what I do until all of this heals. So that was hard for me. I'm gonna use my finger to do this champagne glitter, shimmer, glitter, whatever. But yeah, and so I had taken kind of a step back from my social media, and it was pretty crazy because like people actually noticed and I was getting messages, and I felt bad because it was draining me because I felt like my whole world was crumbling apart. And social media, being on social media just doesn't help when you feel those ways, because then you're looking at like all these other people and then you start to compare yourself to everyone else and you're like, oh my God, my life sucks. Right? So I had to take a step back and kind of just work on myself and go through the motions, you know. And then my husband, he meant well. He really did. He tries. And I know it can be frustrating dealing with, you know, having to deal with someone that goes through these things, but you know, it's hard for him to truly understand how I feel. It's hard for anybody to do that. If you've never felt it, if you've never gone through anxiety, depression, or anything like that. And so, you know, he was trying his best, and I thank God that he's so patient with me. So yeah, let me go into, let's do my face, and I'm gonna go back to my eyes. So yeah, I was going through all of that. So that's why I had taken a step back, and you know, I was just feeling really down about a lot of things. I felt overwhelmed. I was like, how am I going to do my business now? I have a newborn. I have to deal with my other kids and all this stuff like that. And so I had to kind of go back to doing a morning routine, or a daily routine. Even if I couldn't do it early in the morning, I try to get it in at some point throughout the day, because I was like, you know, I have to get back to myself, because that's what was really bothering me. I felt like I lost myself, and I was like, who am I at this point? And I'm not throwing shade to moms, because I mean, obviously I'm a mom, but I just didn't want to be known as a mom. Like, I'm a career driven woman. I am very ambitious, and I wanted to still be able to feel that way. And I wasn't feeling that way at the time. And so, yeah, I was just, and it felt so crazy, because you know, I see some other moms, and like they look like I mean, again, you never know what they're really going through, but they look like they have it all together. And I'm sitting there like, why not? Why can't I be like that? Like, why do I have to feel this way? Why does, you know, why? And it just really sucked. So it was actually very beneficial for me to take a break from social media the way I did. I didn't take a complete break, but I wasn't on it as much. And I want to talk about mental health, because I'm like, yo, like, this is real. There's a lot of people going through it right now, I'm pretty sure. And just know that you're not alone. You're not alone, because when you're going through this, I mean, I can tell you firsthand, you feel like you are alone. Like, my husband could be sitting right next to me on the bed, and I felt like I was just sitting in a room by myself, because it's just, I felt like no one gets me, no one can understand. I don't know. It was just a lot. And it was, you know, it's crazy, because I'm the only one that can get myself out of that funk. I'm the only one that can truly help myself. And so I've been working on that, and I felt ready to get back on my social media. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get on my YouTube. I'm going to get back on my channel. I'm going to be throwing some content up, because I have definitely a lot of content to give you guys now with all the chaos going on in my life. And so that's why I decided to come back. But yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. I've had several anxiety attacks, which were not fun. I hate them, because I feel when I have the anxiety attacks, like when I actually had a full-blown panic attack recently, and it just makes me feel like so ashamed. It makes me feel ashamed. It makes me feel like, you know, my kids are gonna think that I am like not normal. They're gonna be like, what's wrong with my mom? You know, like I don't know. And I just try my best, you know. My biggest thing is that I always want to make sure that I'm being a good mom. And when I get this anxiety, that's what the negative thoughts are going through my head. Like, oh, you're not a good enough mom. You're not a good enough wife. You're not good enough this. You're not, you know, whatever. And it's just trying to bring me down. But you know what? I had to sit there and combat that at one point and just be like, you know what? F this. This is not true. This is not true. I am all of those things. I am good. I'm a great mom. I'm a great wife. You know, I have talents. I have skills. You know, I can do this. This is not the end of the world for me. This is not going to be the end all be all. Like, I am going to rise above these feelings, and I am going to come out and be greater than ever, this newer version of myself, because that's what happens when women give birth. You become this different version of yourself that now you have to try and get to learn and get used to. And some women handle it better than others, and I just didn't handle it well this time. And so I'm just putting some blush. And so, yeah, I've just been dealing with that. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little ashamed to come on here and talk about this because, again, you don't want people judging you. And that was something else. So that was something else that I was dealing with too, because I feel like I am going to be harshly judged, as most mothers are, because I am a mom, because I am a new mom, you know? And I have to continue to tell myself, like, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you. Who cares? You know, they're not living your life. They're not going through anything that you're going through. They're living their own life. And if they're that miserable that they want to entertain themselves with judging you and being mean to you, or saying things and saying that, you know, you're a mom, you shouldn't be doing this, that's on them. That ain't my problem. I'm living my life. And if I want to be free and I want to do what's best for me, then that's what I'm going to do. And, you know, so I was worried about that a lot. I was always thinking about, like, what people were thinking about me, what my family was going to think about me. But I'm like, you know what? Either they love me or they don't. And that's just that. Either they love me or they don't. I can't make anybody love me. I can't make anybody not love me. It is what it is. But I'm not living for anybody else anymore. I'm not doing that. Because I'm my own person. So yeah, I had to learn that. Something else that really hit me hard during this whole entire situation was that, like I stated earlier, this is my last pregnancy, right? And so, hold on, I'm looking for my eyeliner. This was my last pregnancy, and when they were on the operating table, when it was time to go ahead and do the tubal ligation, they couldn't find my tubes because of all the scar tissue. And I was like, you know what? I was like, oh my gosh, like, I am that person that, like, if it's 1% of people will go through this, that's me. I am that person. So they couldn't do the operation. So they were like, oh, your husband's gonna have to get a vasectomy, or you're gonna have to get on birth control. And I don't want to be on birth control for the rest of my life. I hate birth control. Doesn't even work good with my body. Like, it really does not. Like, I've done the 5-year IUD. It went into my belly cavity, and they had to do a biopsy and pull it out with a hook and a camera. Nexplanon gave me the worst depression ever. My moods were insane. And then, of course, we have the pills, which I never felt anything bad from the pill. The only thing is that with my busy life, I don't want to risk forgetting to take it. So, you know, dealing with that, and I'm just like, why can't anything just be a little easy for me? But you know what, I'm not gonna think like that, because it's not like a woe is me situation. Like, no, screw it, everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna figure it out, we're gonna work it out. I definitely do not want any more children. I'm good with my 3, and I just want to continue working on myself and building my brand, and, you know, building clientele and just helping other people, you know. That was another reason why I had taken a break also from my business, because I'm like, I don't want to be you know, all bad vibes, you know, feeling bad about myself, and then, you know, trying to service other people, because that will transfer. I'm a firm believer that those energies will transfer. So I had to make sure that I was good, so that and my cup was filled, and that way I can do that to others, because that's what I'm in the business in, of making other people happy and making them feel amazing. And I love that. That is truly my passion. So here we are today. I'm doing this video and just kind of giving you guys a little bit of insight on what I've been going through, where I have been. Yeah, and that's just that. So you guys, I'm gonna actually add some purple to my under eye here. But I did want to come on here and say that I really miss being on YouTube. I miss doing makeup videos. Makeup literally changes my life. Like, it makes me feel so much better. So I'm happy to be doing this. And yes, it's a little more challenging to find the time now, because I have to work around my baby schedule. But if that's all right, we're gonna get it done either way. So yeah, I'm gonna add some of this purple under here because I feel like it's gonna be cute. What do you think? But yeah, if I have any moms that watch this, leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're doing. How are you feeling? You're not alone. Send me a message if you have no one else that you think you can talk to. I'm here. You are not alone. Right. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. All right, so yeah, that's just a little update about me, my postpartum journey so far. I also just want to say, you know what? Women are fucking amazing. Oh, excuse my language, but women are amazing creatures. All right, women go through the most. We go through the most. You hear me? And we still always come out on top. Like, we always, you know, we got this. We got this. You know, look at me. I'm a C-section mama. They literally cut through layers of skin and muscle to get this human out of me. And I'm expected to get up the very next day. Mind you, this is major surgery. They make you sign a waiver just in case you die. You know, and here I am, expected the next day to get up, go to the bathroom, be caring for a newborn, deal with all the hormone level fluctuations and whatever else you got going on, you know? So I think we are fucking amazing. We are the shit. We are the shit. I'm gonna get my nose re-pierced, so I got these little nose clip-on things from Amazon, and I freaking love them. They look real. I'm not gonna do this one though. I heard this one hurts. I heard it hurts. But yeah. We do the damn thing. Period. Women are the shit. All right, let me go ahead and throw my lash and my lip on, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys got something out of it. And no, I just want to remind you guys that if you're going through any type of anxiety, any type of depression, mental health, anything, just know that you're not alone. And even though it does seem like it's never going to get better, it will. Do what you need to do to take time for yourself every day, to do something for yourself. There's no such thing as being too selfish at this time. Don't feel afraid to reach out to someone. Even if, like I said, if you have no one and you just want to send me a message here on YouTube, that's perfectly fine. I will talk to you. Just know that you're not alone. And women empowerment, we are the shit, okay? But I also just wanted to let you guys know, if you're in the Charlotte area, hit me up, facesbyemmy.com. I am a licensed esthetician. I do lashes, I do makeup, and I'm going to be offering some new services in the coming year. I'm excited about that, but I am taking clients again. And then also just don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can get all the notifications when I throw up the content. And I love you guys. Have a good weekend.